All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Giants. So here to lead out the offense in his first year overall, it's the bearded veteran Ryan Fitzpatrick. And the new coaching staff coming in, they finally decided to pull the plug on the Ryan Tannehill era after 7 seasons and no playoff wins. So enter Ryan Fitzpatrick, signed in free agency, fittingly on St. Patrick's Day, by the way. But last year with Tampa Bay, you remember Fitzpatrick got off to that incredible start. Over 400 yards passing in each of the first 3 games of the year, 11 total touchdown passes, and now it's his time to do it with Miami. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go. Here we go.
Wilson now in his 2nd season in Miami. First city. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Play action now. Fitzpatrick looking for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. A look at the starters down the defensive side of the ball for the Giants. To throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Offense.
So that'll back him up 5. This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start. Delayed give to Sproles. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here are the Giants under 2nd-year coach Pat Shurmur. They'll be commanded by the veteran QB, the former Walter Payton Man of the Year in the league, Eli Manning.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you, punk.
Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
15 line. 15 line.
Pick it up, pick it up.
Go, go.
Where's 52? Block 52. 52's the mic. Hey, come on, now, come on, now. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So well done there. These punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now Fitzpatrick. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wilson. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Fitzpatrick to throw it. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants defense getting ready to go here. And we're going to get a peek at some of the hits that have helped them get this first half lead. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one in SoCal. The Vikings and the Chargers from Dignity Health Sports Park. Coverage at 8:20 Eastern, 5:20 Pacific on EA Sports. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Shoot.
On 2nd and 15 now. Manning, that's complete left side to Shepard. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr. But a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. On 3rd down, Manning. It's caught. Shepard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, exit.
Let's bring it.
Snap comes at 1. Manning. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Line of scrimmage, again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
52.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Set, 8, read.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 26. Check 26.
Look at me. Door. 5.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And this time he's going back. Get him behind the line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of the game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ricky.
Go.
Here we go on 4th down with Manning. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he lost the football. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 39, Manning got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum.
Because to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Yes, yes.
On second down, here's Barkley. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. To throw on 3rd down. Manning, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt, and we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Parker, the intended target.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
52, watch 52. 52's the mic.
All day, baby, all day. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Check, check.
Hey, zoom.
Hey, Mike 52.
So after the INT, it's Manning. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, Steve 6, Steve 6.
Watch Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Manning, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They come out here in the eye.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley as time expires in the first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check 24. Check 24. No. Go.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Manning. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Vinny Curry, the defensive end, got there off the edge.
They need stops to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and it'll be Dolphin football. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. And some room to roam now. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach, only 7 starts, but now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities a season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. To throw is Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
New York set to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk.
And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Vinny Curry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Throwing on 2nd and long. Manning. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Throwing is Manning. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Set. 10 logo. Pilot, 64, weak.
Here we go.
Hey, Charlie.
Set it.
Get it.
On first down, Barkley. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and 5 now. Manning, and he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Vinny Curry able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And the pressure gets to him again. Vinny Curry. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Throwing again here. Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Drake. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run with Drake. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. And this is caught by Allen. Touchdown, Miami. Dwayne Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight...
Fitzpatrick's pass complete to Dwayne Allen. Touchdown, Miami. Jason Sanders for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear the one.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vinny Curry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, Delta.
Check 52's the mic. Check 50. Go.
Faking the give to Barkley. Now Manning. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Credit the sack to the safety, Rashad Jones.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Manning. Out to the right here to Shepard. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Mike 28. Mike 28. Watch the slant.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Ready.
The Giants do snap it. It's Manning under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Charles Harris. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left.
And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
The New York set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw, it's Manning. And his throw is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Manning to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Play action. Manning. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
Right back to Drake. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Drake. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Matt Hawk now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now it's Tate. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So Manning and the Giants down 24-20, a little under 50 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10.
Bravo!
Mike 52, Mike 52. There you are.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. away. He's taken down. Vinny Curry in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now Manning got to hurry him to the line here. To throw is Manning. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack.
Hey, echo.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big gain of 31 on third down. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they